What is going on, movie meals? Movie meals, we're all ready for some Star Wars. If there's one thing I love in life, it is Star Wars. So
You do?
it's true. It's true. It's out. The secret's out.
Wow.
Before we get into it, thank you to Movie Meal patrons, Kimberly and Karen specifically as well. Go get some Movie Meals merch, 20% off right now. You can use the promo code MOVIE. Could be movies if that doesn't work. I don't remember, haven't looked, haven't double checked. And if this video gets up like Thursday, then we're sorry. Al's having technical difficulties like you wouldn't believe. So bad that it took me to depths of trying to figure stuff out that I never thought I would go. And so we're trying over here, okay? We're trying to do our best, but this will get out eventually when it gets 3 views. Unlike House of Gucci, which gets a lot of views.
Hey, who would have thought? Not me.
I did. Anyway, Book of Boba Fett is a spin-off from The Mandalorian. Boba Fett survived the Sarlacc pit. He's taken over Jabba. That's just all speculation. I mean, that's the end of Mandalorian right there. I just finished Mandalorian season 2 a week or so ago. He's sitting on the throne. So I'm curious of this show. Kyle, where are you at? You're not a Star Wars fanatic like me. So where are you at about how you feel before you watch this trailer?
Well, a little bit mixed. I mean, I always kind of liked Boba Fett because he was sort of mysterious, but I never was in the camp of wanting to know all about Boba Fett and have everything about this character explored. Like sometimes mystery is good to me. Sometimes it's okay. And I'm just wondering how much of that mystery is going to get revealed. Like, are we going to learn even more about Boba Fett than we did before? So I'm just curious about how this is going to progress this character moving forward. But I trust what's going on with The Mandalorian. That show is awesome. And with the same people behind it, I'm sure that it could be just as good.
Yeah, I'm excited. All right, you ready to get into this bad boy here?
Yeah, let's watch it.
All right, a 1, a 2, and a 3. Oh, okay. Is that a little robot spider? Is that blood?
I am not a bounty hunter.
Oh, you retired, huh?
I've heard otherwise.
He looked cleaned up there.
Yeah, looks good.
I know that you sit on the throne of your former employer.
Jabba ruled with fear. I intend to rule with respect.
Oh, I like that.
You were all once captains under Jabba the
Oh,
Hutt.
wow.
I'm here to make a proposal that's mutually beneficial. Why speak of conflict when cooperation can make us all rich?
What prevents us all from killing you and taking what we want?
Oh,
If you had spoken such insolence to Jabba, he'd have fed you to his menagerie.
Please. Speak freely.
I like the logo.
Yeah, it did look good.
All right, Kyle, what'd you think? Shorter trailer. That's a good tease, though. That's a good length of a first trailer, I think.
Yeah, and I think that description of it being a teaser is definitely what this is. It didn't really get me to know what's really going on, but maybe I'm also a simpleton and don't really understand like what is going to be going on within like this part of the Star Wars universe. But it looked just as good as The Mandalorian did when it comes to its production, when it comes to like the scope, how everything looks really, really great in terms of like the special effects and the costume designs and all of that, those sorts of things. For me, honestly, I was just excited to see Ming-Na Wen back in this
Oh.
role. Like I forgot that she was going to play a big part in this
As
trailer, and they
Fennec.
definitely showed her a lot. So that kind of made me that was the big thing that I really enjoyed out of this. Well, basically a teaser. So I don't know. It didn't really get my enthusiasm up more than it already has. Maybe I need to see another trailer that will tell me a bit more of what this plot might be, about what the story might be. So I'm lukewarm, but I'm sure that this is going to be a good show.
I really like the trailer. I like Fennec being back, being kind of the right hand woman to our boy Jabba the Hutt here, or Jabba the Hutt of Boba Fett. And
I went along with it. I was like,
she makes appearances in other shows. She makes an appearance in the Bad Batch show, which was a solid show. And she does a great job. What excited me about this trailer was we get to see more of Tatooine. We complain a lot about how we go to Tatooine a lot, but we really haven't been out seen the planet much. We've seen where Luke grew up and we've seen Mos Eisley, but like that's pretty much it. Like we've seen a lot of the desert. Mando goes to a little town that nobody knew existed, but we haven't. That looked like a city, a huge city on Tatooine, and that makes me excited to see other parts of the planet. Because I get that Star Wars fans, and I'm one of them, who want to see these new, cool, and creative looking planets, but at the same time, we tend to just stay where we're at on a planet. We don't tend to move. Like, what if part of Hoth is green? I know it's the ice planet. It's not, but like, think about that. You never know. We have parts of our planet that are just covered in ice. We don't. Planets are huge. So I would love to see more of that. I liked the action. I love that line, Jabba led with fear. I led with respect. And I think the very end of it just shows how great of a character Boba Fett is, because he's the type of guy that goes, hey, speak freely, man. I'm not the type of guy that needs to intimidate with fear, because we all know at the end of the day, if you're going to attack me, I will win. So say whatever you want. Like, I like that cocky kind of, I'm the best. He looked more cleaned up in The Mandalorian. He looked like he had even more scars, and he had was fresh out of the Sarlacc pit, but he looked cleaned up and ready for war. And I liked it. It was a good first tease for a show I'm very interested in. So I dug it. You got any other thoughts?
I just have a question for you. I guess I didn't really think about it, but Boba Fett is taking over, I guess, this sort of empire that Jabba the Hutt made. But I guess, to the best of my knowledge, I never really thought of Boba Fett as the type to do so. Do you think that's a good fit? Like, is there, any sort of lore or reasoning that he would be good with doing this sort of thing? Or am I completely missing something?
When Boba Fett is in the original trilogy only. We only get Star Wars at the end with Return of the Jedi. He's a bounty hunter who was hired for a job and was thrown into a Sarlacc pit because blind Han hit his jetpack in the back. That's it. A cool, mysterious looking bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Clone Wars, the prequels, they open that up. They say, no, this kid's a clone, and he's a clone of his own dad. And his dad was, I'm a bounty hunter because it's like honest work and it's something I'm good at. I am a simple man trying to make my way in the galaxy. That's, the famous line. He says it in Mandalorian. He says it as Django. Yeah. And I think this does make a lot of sense for that character. When we find out that this is more, that he is what, he is a simple man just trying to make a living. It just happens to be that he's a bounty hunter. And now he sees this opportunity of a guy who screwed him over in Jabba, who's dead. And he says, oh, look at this opportunity. They didn't really do anything with this. They broke up. That's what it looks like. It looks like all the generals broke up and are kind of like spreading the wealth between themselves. And he's saying, no, I want to be a part of that now. I want to make the money. I want to survive. And I like that. I like that aspect. And I think that does fit with Boba Fett's character. And I don't know if they'll give anything away. I think, if anything, the Clone Wars has given us quite a bit of Boba Fett and who he is, especially as a young kid. So I'm excited to see the end of his run and what he actually did, because he's a really cool, interesting character. But I do think this fits with his MO. Does that make sense? Did I answer your question?
Yeah, you did. I guess I just never. Yeah, it's just, something I never looked at when it came to that character. I never thought of it that way, but Yeah, the connecting of those dots from your description, it makes sense. So
He
there could be
doesn't
something to this.
he
Yeah.
doesn't seem power hungry to me. He seems
Mhm.
like a guy who truly just wants to make his money and be rich. And I mean, you could argue power, but I feel like Jabba felt the need, I think, to be respected, to be feared, to have the power. And I don't think Boba Fett needs that. I think Boba Fett
Mhm.
knows that he's that good, but he wants to be rich. So this is the fastest way to do that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I'm curious if Mando shows up, if our boy Pedro Pascal makes an appearance in this show, or if they go and get him for an episode for a job or something, which would be real interesting. But you never know. I like the trailer. I think it looked really good. It's going to be a great show that we're getting it around Christmas, Star Wars and Christmas. I'll die on this hill that if Kathy Kennedy did one thing great, she made Star Wars and Christmas associated together. And I think having Boba Fett at Christmas time is going to be a good call. But anything else?
No, that's all I got.
All right. Well, guys, thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, share. Thank you to the Movie Meal patrons. Go join all that. Don't forget the promo code. It's all linked down in that description. And as always, thank you for watching, Mom.
See you guys.